All right, we just sold this house and I'm going to go over 3 different things that we do when we sell a house. Let's get into it. Very first thing we do is we leave a welcome package for our buyers. In this case, we are giving them a bottle of Chardonnay. Moving can be stressful, so a little glass of wine might take the edge off a little bit. See's Candies, again, we've got stress. Maybe they need a little serotonin. A new home manual, because it's nice for homeowners to know how to take care of their house when it comes to maintenance. This over here is actually some plants. Now, I thought about getting flowers, but my wife thought plants is a better idea. Hopefully they're able to keep them alive. When they see the plants, they'll think, oh man, what a nice builder who did this for us. Of course, garage motor remote, we left a key. There's going to be another key that's left. Right now, that other key is in a lockbox that our real estate agent needs to disassemble or what have you, and they'll get those 2 keys. And then here's the last thing. I think this is kind of a nice touch. Now, I was raised by 2 North Dakotans. I'm kind of an old, what would you call me? I'm a little old-fashioned. Not like the drink a little old-fashioned. Anyway, hopefully you know what I mean. So I like handwritten notes. Mom always had us growing up write thank you cards to people, and I still do. So here is a handwritten thank you card, and it is written in cursive. Hopefully they're able to read it. People have made fun of my small handwriting for years, but hopefully it shows that I took a little extra time, and it sets up for a good relationship. Even though this was a spec home, I still want to be nice to the buyers. It's not just transactional, but hopefully they'll enjoy living in the house, and I can not have them experience regret or buyer's remorse after they move in. All right, so that is on the non-building science side. Now I'm going to go upstairs and show you what I do for the ERV. Let's go. Okay, come on up into the bedroom. Here's where the controls for the homeowner is as far as the ERV. So the ERV helps to give fresh air into the house. So let's just stick with that. In the closet is where I have the controls. I don't know if you could hear that, but it turns out that this is a little sticky. So we're going to use some WD-40 and grease that up a little bit. Give it some lubrication. I noticed it. The last thing a buyer needs is to have a house feel kind of sticky. Okay, so if you come in here, you can see what we've done as far as controls for the ERV. This is the on-off. By me leaving this on now, I know that the buyers will be able to have fresh air. They can turn it off themselves, but I know that I've left the house in a state that they're getting fresh air. Okay, now here's what I do. And maybe I'll back up for a second. What is an ERV? The one that we use, it's the Panasonic IntelliBalance 100. It has 2 motors inside, and you can actually set the speeds independent of each other. In this case, and actually typically I leave the CFMs at 50 CFMs, both of them. Balanced ventilation. What it's doing is it's taking air from outside and bringing it inside. It's taking air from inside, putting it outside, and it transfers energy when it comes to that. So it transfers some heating. It also transfers some moisture. And with only 2 of them living here, they definitely don't need to max out at the 100 CFM. Now come back in and let me show you the switch here. This is the boost option. Now, I do have a label maker that my wife got me, and I do this on every one of our houses. So I do that boost, I label it. Say they have a lot of people here. They need more outside air, but they don't need it forever. You can flip that switch, and now both of those motors ramp up to 100, and then when they're done, they can turn it off, and it'll go back down to that 50. Now you can set with this particular one how much time you want those fans to be running. So you can run it like 10 minutes per hour. You can crank it up so it's continuously bringing in however many CFM and exhausting however many CFM. So there is a little bit of thought that goes into it. I personally really think it should be tailored to the occupant. Okay, so that was it. Just a little something to prepare them before they move in. Now I know I verified that they're getting fresh air when they move in. We're going to show just one last thing, and that's over at the water heater. I'll meet you over there. All right, now we're at the hot water tank. Let me show you what we have over here. So we have our Taco Comfort 006 E3. It's an ECM, super efficient water recirculation pump. However, it is designed to run 24 hours a day. That's where this other device comes in. Here's the smart plug. I now have that plugged in. These recirculation pumps really aren't designed to work with a heat pump water heater like this. So to me, this is the best of all worlds. You've got a very energy efficient pump. You have something that will run it intermittently. And then you also have the heat pump water heater, which is a pretty efficient way to have hot water in your house. This plug is pretty cool. What it does, you can have it set up so just intermittently on a routine. It always comes on and off like every 10 minutes is what it's defaulted to. That's what it's set at, I should say. I don't think you can actually adjust that. But it can also use machine learning. And what that does is it really just figures out what the rhythms are. It will come on before you typically turn it on so that at the tap you have hot water. So you're saving water, you're saving electricity, and you've got comfort. Before somebody moves in, I don't have all of this plugged in. There's no reason for me to be recirculating the water, etc., etc. So now they're going to be moving in just a couple of days, or whenever they're moving in. Now this will be set for their usage. All right, that's it for this Taco Comfort 006 E3 and the smart plug. But bear in mind, the smart plug doesn't have to be twinned to one of their units. So if you're interested, then maybe you've got a, it's not A.O. Smith, like a Grundfos. You could use this with something like that. All right, let's close this one out. And that's it. There's a lot more that goes into this, making sure where the thermostats are and all of that kind of stuff. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, what were kind of the three things? Some kind of a welcome package. Maybe you're a remodeling contractor. Maybe you're a subcontractor. Are there little things that we can do that show a little bit of extra kindness and forethought? Make it a little less transactional and a little bit more human. What about the ERV side of things? I've set it up. Now I know they're going to be getting fresh air. I really want to spend some more time with them, though, so that they understand how it works. We'll see if they're interested. And then lastly, that smart plug coupled with that recirculation pump. There's just something very nice about not having to wait for hot water. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm Brian with Pioneer Builders. If you enjoy this type of content, leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know that as well. I mean, at the end of the day, we only have so much time, and your time is valuable. Why should I be putting out content that you just find boring and not very helpful at all? If you want to see more day-to-day things, give me a follow over at Pioneer Builders, Inc. I post there pretty regularly. I am a professional builder. I am not a content creator first. I'm a builder first. Thanks for watching. Now go out and build something. Okay, we just sold this house, and I want to go over just 3 different things that we do when we... All right, let's interrupt the video. Let's see if this will take care of it. Maybe a little more. Just a little more. Last time, I promise. Yeah, just that took too long. That's running better. Oh no, I was